and resources to help you thrive in business. Today, we're celebrating another year of great achievements, a lot of accomplishments as business owners. And I, as the founder of Fabric, I am so happy that we had an amazing year in 2022. I look forward to much more in 2023 to continue helping our communities, to continue growing as an entrepreneur, as an individual. And I wanted to bring today three entrepreneurs who have amazing entrepreneurial journeys. They are also great individuals who are here, are always available to share their expertise, their support, their friendship. And I selected them because I know them personally. I have talked to them at least 3 times this year on different topics. And I just admire what they do. And I'm so thrilled that they decided to join me today. And they are the representation of what we are as business owners, as entrepreneurs. I would have loved to bring my 1,000 friends that I have on my network, but I had to select some, and we'll rotate every year. So today I have Hugo Almeida, the CEO of Abitronix, a cloud and technology solutions provider, and he will tell you more about him and his company in a bit. I have Michelle Cadore. She's the CEO of the clothing brand Yes I Am and co-owner of That Spot NYC. And I have Mike Malloy, the founder of Malloy Industries Consulting Group, which matches growth stage companies with expert executives to scale their businesses. Thank you, Hugo, Michelle, and Mike, for joining me today.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Yes. And I want the audience, our listeners, to hear more about each of you. So, Hugo, why don't we start with you? Tell us a little bit about your journey and how you service your community.
Sure. My journey is like most immigrant families that come here. I was a young Ecuadorian kid growing up here in New Jersey. I always say that the DNA of entrepreneurship was always embedded in me. Probably got it from my father. And the first business I could think of, it literally started. I was a young boy. I remember this. I must have been 7 years old, and I would just take all these miscellaneous items from my room and put them out on my bed, and then call my sister over, and I'd have a penny and nickel sale. And then the negotiating would start, and she'd have to borrow some money from my parents and buy whatever I didn't use anymore for a couple pennies. But today, you know, the CEO of Abitronix, we've come a long way. It's been a great journey. We're in the space of technology, you know, helping companies, whether it's surveillance, AV, cloud communications, and collaboration in today's space, and also cybersecurity, which is a very vital piece and component for today, especially for companies. So thank you so much, Ramona, for having me. And this is a great forum to be on.
Thank you, Hugo. I used to save all my money. I didn't buy anything. I went to my dad and mom to buy me things, and I saved mine.
You would have bought one of my items for a penny or a nickel.
Oh, yes, that's true. Mike?
Yeah. So, hi, I'm Mike Malloy, the founder and vice president of the Malloy Industries Consulting Group. Our business is designed to help growth stage company executives hire trusted fractional experts to scale their business from 2 million to 20 million. Most of our clients don't have time to recruit, interview, vet, hire, onboard, and train full-time employees. So they're able to collaborate with the Malloy Industries vetted fractional executives to achieve business objectives, reach investor milestones, and reclaim their valuable time. So we have a variety of services. Ramona, obviously, you're in the financial services industry. A lot of people are familiar with a fractional CFO, kind of a part-time CFO comes in. We have fractional folks across every part of the business, from sales, marketing, operations, technology, to really help these companies grow and scale when you don't need a full-time seat on the bus. But you need an expert who perhaps you couldn't afford their full-time rate, or you only have 5 or 10 hours a week of work. You only need it for 3 to 6 months. That's kind of our sweet spot. And as Ramona mentioned, I've been able to grow it to over 125 consultants and referral partners in the group this year. So it's been pretty amazing to see the company grow and scale. And prior to this, I'm a serial entrepreneur. I started a social enterprise sunglass company in my 20s. I learned there's for-profits, nonprofits, and then no profits. And, we ended up in the bottom. And then I worked at a nonprofit for 5 years, running an incubator for social entrepreneurs, and now running a for-profit consulting group to help companies grow. And excited to share with the group today. Thanks, Ramona, for having us.
No, you're welcome, Mike. And I love the business model. I mean, when I started Firebrick 7 years ago, I was like, how is it that I can find a company that's going to get me business? I just want someone to get sales for me, to do sales. And I think what you have created is pretty impressive. And I'm so glad I was one of the first members that you invited to join. Michelle?
Hi, everyone. Thank you, Ramona, for having me today. I'm Michelle Cadore, owner of Yes, I Am Clothing and The Spot NYC. I started into entrepreneurship like Hugo, like as a child. I remember being about 8 years old and, selling lemonade in my parents' driveway with my little friends and finding ways to make money to run to the ice cream truck. So as I got older, I had the non-traditional route. I actually went to school first to Hofstra for journalism, then took 5 years off after a year, realized, I wanted to change my career, went into finance, studied at Baruch, and I decided, you know what, I prefer to help small businesses grow. So I landed at the Department of Small Business Services, spent 3 years there helping small businesses, decided I needed to change the direction of my life while there. And I started Yes, I Am Clothing. And I started Yes, I Am Clothing to inspire and empower others, including myself. And within 1 year, I opened up The Spot NYC in partnership with my mentor turned friend. And with The Spot, we house over 85 independent BIPOC creative brands, including our own. We also have an art gallery where we feature different local artists through monthly opportunities, and we create space for creative workshops, business panels, live performances, and in partnership with City Point and MasterCard. So we've been really just trying to create space to, for the culture to have, to showcase their work and be connected to community.
And Michelle is being so humble. Oh my gosh, her brand is so amazing. Tell us about the recent appearance on the major TV show.
So I guess like December 7th, Jennifer Hudson showcased my brand on her television show, thanks to my partners at MasterCard. So that was an amazing experience, great for business, great for visibility. And we've had some pretty good successes over the last, I'll say 3 years since I built that partnership. So we can get into that later, but yeah, it was an amazing, amazing moment for me.
Yes, I was on Facebook and I was like, that's Michelle. That's Michelle's brand.
That's exciting.
But
Congratulations.
Thank you.
It just popped up, so that's a good sign. Okay, it wasn't.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. No, thank you for being here. I know you're super busy and you even have an event today, so I really appreciate you.
My pleasure.
So I had a very busy year as a business owner and as at the personal level. I wrote a finished book, Simple Choices, Big Roles in Money, hired 3 more staff members, had in-grade company every month, maybe took 1 month off, I think, when I was launching the book, participated in like 40 events, bought a new house in the US to my primary residence, bought an apartment in the Dominican Republic. I'm like, I'm looking back, oh, I did so much. I'm so proud. And I know all of us have done similar things. And you can list them or you can pick the top 3. But Hugo, I'm going to start with you. What are you most proud of that you have accomplished in 2022?
It's funny, Ramona, you say that, because sometimes I think as an entrepreneur, and just in business in general, you're caught up in this rat race that we live. Maybe it's the East Coast, I don't know, but you kind of forget to stop and sometimes really like smell the coffee, say, wow, this was a lot that we did this year. We accomplished quite a bit. I think this year there's a combination of personal and obviously business, right? On the business side, I'd say that there's a lot of change in our industry, right? Of technology, information, communications, and you see it with you read about it almost daily. Layoffs, almost every major service provider. But we've been able to, as a small company, we stay flexible, we stay nimble, and it allows us to kind of adjust as the industry is adjusting or trying to figure out the direction, right? So we've managed to really do a heck of a job in really staying ahead of that curve consistently. You know, being informed and educating yourself on and really being networked with professionals and upper level executives within the organizations, it also helps you to kind of, you know, see where it may be going. I mean, none of us have that crystal ball. So we've done a really good job this year. We've grown as a corporation uh, because of the shifting in the way business is being done today, more on the services side and more on the monthly recurring revenue side of the house. We've done a really nice job of landing quite a bit of projects to be able to see that monthly revenue happening month after month and just continuing to grow. So we're very excited as we enter 2023. You know, we've been blessed this year, landed a contract with the Port Authority, which was in the beginning not easy, takes time, a lot of patience, but we're there. So we're excited for 2023. On a personal note, like yourself, we we started a project in Ecuador. We made an investment on a waterfront property, just magnificent. We're excited. Also, will hopefully be delivered in 2023. So I hope you can visit us there someday on the coast.
Yes, I look
Yeah.
forward to that. And thank you for sharing. What is your? You became a mentor, no, of a program in New York City.
Yeah, so this is something really, and I really recommend this anybody in the New York City area that's trying to do work. You know, I've been in business for so many years. I've owned my first real corporation started in 1994. Abitronix was a division that spun into a company in 2002, and I've never registered as a minority business ever. In 2017, I finally took that step and I was accepted into the first New York City mentorship program, of which was about an 8-month, 9-month program. It was fascinating. It actually educated me to really believe in partnerships, you know, because I don't know, just it's something as an entrepreneur, as you launch a company, you know, you tend to think you could take everything on yourself, and it's not so. If you want to really grow the business, you really need to partner with really good companies and people that you enjoy working with, you know. And I think that was the key to our success. And I took all of this with the New York City SBS program. Just a great group of people. Michelle, I don't even know. You know, maybe we've bumped elbows in some of these meetings, but today I sit on the mentorship for the panels, you know, that they do, and try to help other organizations like ours, right? Small businesses trying to do business with New York City agencies.
Mhm.
And so, yeah, it's a great thing. It really is. It's a great program. They do a great job. And listen, they take on it's a huge undertaking. You know, so many corporations, small businesses throughout New Jersey and New York City. You know, it's 5 different boroughs in New York alone. So it's yeah, I'm glad to be a part of it.
Yes, thank you. And I'm glad you brought up the partnership topics because I think this aligns with my question to Michelle. So, Michelle, I love your brand. You know, I think that you do amazing things. And I met Michelle through my sister Irma, who is also a business owner. She says, "You have to meet Michelle. She's amazing. You're gonna love her." And I do love you, and I am so glad you're in my network. So you do
Thank
so
you.
much. You do so much. You have two businesses plus your personal brand, and you manage it all. You know, you are all over the country, and you still pick up the phone and you still text. How how do you do all of that, and how critical are your partnerships and your staff in making all this happen?
Yeah, so thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. For me, at first, my business, the Spot NYC, I have partners. I have two partners who, they help me to grow. as a businesswoman, they're like, you are the one that will take care of the partnerships, finances, everything back end. We'll do in-store operations, but, work on the business while we work in the business, which is very important. And I've been fortunate to be in that position where I can work from home half of the time and develop our partnership. So we've actually, I think, so I left SBS, but I loved SBS. And one of the greatest things that I learned there was the value of building relationships and partnerships. And so as I got into my business, I developed great relationships with everyone that came that came through for our business that helped support us, dating back to McBride Sisters, Essence, or Shea Moisture, Goldman Sachs, etc., MasterCard especially. I just learned to, tap into those who are standing beside us and want to help amplify the voices that we're trying to serve. And it's not like a transactional thing. It's more so like a real relationship, a real, like MasterCard is like your family. This is for life. And I'm like, oh, say less, So the whole, the thing is, because I'm serving the underserved community, Black and POC owned brands, it's important to me that not only am I pouring into them, but that our partners are pouring into them and giving opportunities to, those who we celebrate. And I just continue to look for ways in which I can grow these relationships. So now I'm sitting on the board for Downtown Brooklyn's for Fulton Malls Improvement Association, where I can help keep the community at the forefront and keep creative ideas moving forward. And then also for the Brooklyn Women's Business Center, where we can also help other small businesses, to get resources and grow. And as I continue creating my own projects, I bring all these partners on board. Like, hey, we're having this event, the Black Creates and Culture Market. I want you to be a part of this. And, it's great to not just amplifying myself. When I told MasterCard, when you're pouring into me, you're not just pouring into me, you're pouring into the hundreds of people that are a part of my network and the community that comes out as a result of seeing them out there and wanting to support, So there's so much value there. We go so much further when we work together, so much farther when we work together.
Yes, no, totally. And I think at least one of your brands, Yes I Am, would be a great Christmas gift, right? Or holiday gift. So anyone listening, check out Yes I
Get a
Am.
promo
Yes.
code.
Yes.
Yes. So I'll have a promo code, a fabric promo code. I'm like having tongue twister here, but yes, definitely.
Good.
My favorite saying is "Keep the seat. I want the whole damn table." That's one of the shirts that I created,
I
and
love it.
yes, and it's all about like what we're doing right now as entrepreneurs, creating your own space and affecting change and social impact on your own accord, while still making a dollar if you can.
I
Absolutely.
love a lot of them, but no, we'll post the code after once the show is over. We'll post it on social media, and
I
you can
got you.
also provide it here at the end.
Mhm.
Great. So, Mike, we're talking about partnerships and relationships, and you are like the living example of building partnerships, connecting experts with the business owner that needs their services. And you do this right now. It's very personal. You meet with us, you meet with them, and you do this matchmaking thing, which is looks like magic. How important, what elements are important in bringing these two people together?
I love it, and I love Michelle and Hugo, what you guys have shared as well. I think relationships is what life is all about, and I consider myself a giver, and I teach my students at Georgetown about givers, matchers, and takers, and how can you add value to others without keeping score. You're just making deposits in the relationship bank. You're showing up consistently. One of my favorite concepts is this like 5x7 rule, where if you interact with somebody 5 times in 7 weeks, and Michelle and Hugo, you're new friends for me, so expect a few little. Hey, I read this article, I thought of you, or hey, if you know Rahama, let me put you in touch. Trying to make connections and add value. And when you can kind of be relentlessly generous and just show up, people value that. And I'm a big believer that business moves at the speed of trust. And so whatever you can do to build that trust, to nurture it, to kind of water it over time. And Rowan, as you mentioned, our business, it's a very high touch matchmaking service. This isn't like Uber where you open the app and you just want a car that's nearby, you don't care. People's businesses are their babies, and they care deeply about what's going on and who they would let hold their baby. And I'll mention too, we were talking about big accomplishments this year. I have an 8-month-old son, so that would be the highlight of my year was little Max joining us. He may make a few noises in the background as well, as he's excited for this. And so to build those relationships, it's about understanding people's skills, their superpowers, what are their unique abilities, and then for businesses, what are they missing? What's keeping the entrepreneurs up at night? How are they suffering or struggling to meet the milestones for their investors or hit their quarterly OKRs? And we try to bring in experts who can really help them take their business to the next level over time. And we view these all as they're large trusted partnerships. I'm playing the 50-year game here. Maybe we can't help this month or next year, but I'm going to keep showing up and continue to kind of add value to the community and, look to connect great people together to transform their businesses and their lives. And I love what you were talking about, Michelle, as well with the social impact piece. So I'm going to paraphrase Biggie Smalls and say, mo margin, mo mission. Because the more marketing, the more you can do that mission,
it's true, though.
Impact. And I had a sunglass company with a social mission baked into it. I ran a social enterprise incubator and teach social entrepreneurship at Georgetown. So I'm all about making money and helping people, making sure the world knows they're not mutually exclusive.
Yes, and thank you, Mike. And we just had an event with you recently, and it's obvious how everyone that you bring together aligns with each other's values or missions or whatever it is. It was kind of like an ideal meeting. I met 4 people at this event, and one person offered to send me a referral. The other person has an amazing service that I want to explore, and 2 people needed my help, and I'm like, I would love to help you because they know what they want to accomplish and they have clear goals and they just need a little guidance. So it was really an amazing event, and I'm so again glad to be part of the group. Go ahead, Hugo.
Now, I just wanted to add something and share it because I think everyone here, Mike, you'll appreciate this, Michelle. We, at the beginning of the year, we launched another company. It's a completely online platform. But one of the things really, it's all about sustainability, right? And really creating and making an impact from where the products actually get sourced from, the people in the Amazons picking the fruit, their families, and obviously bringing it into the areas where then the company buys them, they produce the products, and then obviously the logistics, and then our end with the platform sharing those products to the consumer, right? But the reality is what we were trying to do with this platform is really create a well-being from beginning to end, and we launched it this year, shoplohasworld.com, and it's a beautiful thing. We started with skincare. It's 100% natural from fruits from the Amazon and also from the Andes, serums, oils, and it's a beautiful thing. But like I think both of you already touched upon it, it really wasn't about the money. It was really about not only assisting another small business, but truly helping everybody along the way from the beginning, because a lot of people tend to forget about that, right? Where it all originates. And this platform is hopefully continuing to grow and create that. So yeah, I invite everybody when they can, shoplohasworld.com.
And how do you spell the middle word? Just
Lohas, Lohas, lifestyle of health and sustainability.
Nice. Congrats.
Thank you.
Yes, congratulations. I saw that email.
40% off if you type in Lohas Holiday.
Oh, got it. Thank you.
Send me all the promo codes. We'll do an expose and share it.
I'll share, yeah.
And not easy. You both know this. You're up against the biggest in skincare lines in the US, and it's hard to make that impact in that inroad, right? With an online platform, and you're up against multi-million-dollar corporations pumping it into social media. So word of mouth always helps.
Yes.
Definitely. I want to hear a little bit about how you are celebrating the holidays. Just briefly, each one of you tell me, I'll tell you what I'm doing. I'm having my big family at home for like a whole week. My three sisters, my two nieces, my mom, my stepdad, plus the how many boys do I have in the house already? Husband, kid, brother. So it's gonna be a very Dominican holiday celebration with lots of cooking and eating and
I love
dancing,
it.
drinking. So that's how I'm going to celebrate. Looking forward to it. We start this Friday and just nonstop every day. So I'm so excited about it. Hugo, how are you celebrating?
Yeah, this year, normally my wife is from Flushing, Queens, and normally on a Christmas Eve, since I got married, we celebrated on her side in the eve and in the day at my house. This year, her mom they moved out of Queens, so actually we're hosting both the eve and the day. So God bless. Thank God she's
Yeah.
Good luck.
she loves doing it, but she's
We need
so
to,
yes, it's gonna be great. Both Eve and day at my house, my family and nieces, nephews coming over and stuff like that. So it's gonna be a great couple days.
what about you, Michelle?
I'm celebrating with family as well, of course, and I'm already, they're here and I'm hiding away from them, but it's all
They're
good.
here.
Like I love, this time of year, and at the shop we also had a celebration. We are having one again this evening. I just, I enjoy this part of the year because we get to reflect on everything that happened throughout, and we get to just be with each other and love on each other, and just sit down for a moment and just appreciate the end of year, appreciate making this far, because a lot of people don't. So I'm just excited to hold hands and lick a peppermint here and just just relax for a bit.
Tell us about the event tonight in case anyone can make it.
This
Oh
is
yeah,
right.
sure. So along with Ramona's sister Irma and Black Girl Ventures, we've decided to partner to host an end of year mixer at my shop, The Spot NYC. And all are welcomed, and it's really an opportunity to network. You get to shop, enjoy the artwork that we have. We'll have a poet performing, some wine poured, McBride Sisters collection. They're one of my partners. So, we definitely wanted to celebrate and support them as well. And it's just a great way, again, to reflect about the end of year, connect, build partnerships, and, just kiss the year goodbye. I might have another party for that, but we're just, I'm happy to be in a space where I'm able to do this because for the last 5 years, as I've had my business, 6 years for Yes I Am, 5 years for The Spot, this is the first year I've actually been able to like take a breath, take vacations. I've traveled at least 10 times this year, and that was my goal, to travel every month. So I almost made it. But yeah, I am happy to have fellowship and be able to create space and time to just be conscious and present with other people rather than always being on the go.
Sure. No, that makes total
True.
sense. And Mike,
Yeah.
Max's first Christmas, first holiday.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're super jazzed for Max to have no idea what's going on. He's very confused about the tree inside with the lights and our star, like make stars on the ceiling, which are fascinating. I don't know if you guys are familiar with like the little people, like little kids' toys, little people.
Uh-huh.
Oh
We got
yeah.
a set of Ted Lasso little people that I just can't wait for Max to open that and have fun playing with him. We're here in Delaware. A little lower, slower Delaware pace of life for the holidays, but then we'll go visit some family up in New England after Christmas. And yeah, just he's already so much bigger than a few months ago. Time is flying, so we're soaking it all in and excited to celebrate as a family.
And I'm going to put you on the spot here, Mike. You had some nice jokes the other day at the event, holiday jokes. Can you say
Oh
a
yeah, I'm ready to go. I was out shopping last night. I was throwing them to all the cashiers. Hugo, do you know how much Santa Claus pays for parking?
I would love to know.
Nothing. It's on the house.
The dad jokes have started. I'm done.
Oh yeah. Michelle, do you by any chance know what Santa Claus's favorite type of music is?
Jingle, jingle. I don't know.
No, it's rap.
Oh, that makes sense.
I got one more for you. Does anybody know who Frosty the Snowman's parents are?
No.
I'm scared.
It's Mom and Popsicle.
Oh, okay. You have graduated. There you go.
All right.
Oh
An
my
official
God.
dad with the jokes. Hilarious.
Good for you.
Yes, I was cracking up. I love it. I love it. I think you can be a comedian, Mike, too.
Mom and
That was good,
popsicle.
Mike.
We have to wrap it up soon. Unfortunately, I will ask you each of you to just share one goal that you have for 2023, and I will invite each one of you individually to join the show next year to talk about a topic that is specific to your industry or to your expertise. So look out for that invite. I loved having you today, and I look forward to talking to you more in 2023 and more years to come. So happy to have you in my network. Can't wait to see what you all accomplish, and very excited for what we have next. Thank you. I really appreciate you. But I do want to hear one big plan that you have for 2023. Hugo?
Oh, so yeah, Ramona, thank you so much, and it's been wonderful to really meet Mike, Michelle. It's awesome. We'll be in touch very soon. I think one of my biggest goals. It's on my list already. Is to write the book. I've been talking about it for years. I've got all the chapters laid out, but this is the structuring of the whole, and hopefully by the end of the year, be able to publish my first book and continue to give chats at universities. I talk a lot about business and entrepreneurship and life lessons along the way, because I do think it's important to give back, and especially to the new generations, the future leaders of tomorrow. Because if you can't make an impact with them, I mean, they're really what's going to be the leader someday in the future. So I enjoy that. Hopefully, I'll have more engagements throughout the year at local universities, and definitely wrap up the book, and I'll be able to share it with the three of you.
Should talk to Mike definitely about that. Mike?
Yeah, I was Ugo. I'll follow up with you. I have some book writing resources, and a friend of mine has a whole course on like how to write the book and get it published and all those things. So we'll follow up afterwards.
Love to
with Eric
connect,
Custer's resources. Big goal for me. I have a 3-year goal to make 5,000 transformational connections for entrepreneurs, investors, fractional executives, students, and interns. So like all the work that I'm doing, it's marketplaces. We talked about Malloy Industries connecting these fractional executives and entrepreneurs. We have a monthly deal flow newsletter for investors and entrepreneurs to connect. And Ramon, I think I got a couple +1s from connecting you with folks coming out of that. And I teach at Georgetown a startup internship seminar to match students with startups who need interns. So, every day I'm trying to do, 5, 10, 20 connections. How can I, put people in touch so that they can kind of go forth and create some great value for one another. So that's awesome. My vision for the future. Michelle, how about you? What's one of your big goals for next year?
Well, my big goal I love your goals, first of all, and I do congratulate you in advance because I know you all will reach them. My big goal for next year is so we have a brand in shop, our own storage brand called Brooklynish. You're either Brooklynish or on your Brooklynish, right? Or you're either Brooklynish or on your Brooklynish. That's how it goes. And so I have been working to get this brand into Foot Locker. I want to get it into major iconic shops like Foot Locker, Brooklyn Fanatics, etc., Jimmy Jazz. And, that is what I won't say I'm only focused on. Like our business, not only are we a boutique, but we have an art gallery. We host large and small scale events. And we have custom printing, like the Knicks and Lululemons are some of our clients. So the official store merch is like, the fifth part of our business model. And I really want to scale that since it's a bestseller in store and make Brooklynish. Brooklyn's already a household name, but really make Brooklynish a household name and, take it to a beautiful collaboration and partnership with some really big partners, which will help us to pour more into the work that we do to create more space and expand our business to not just a spot NYC, but the spot LA, the spot Atlanta, hopefully the spot Joburg, Paris, London, etc. So that's my goal for next year. Just kick that off.
Love it.
Amazing,
Thank you.
amazing. I'm going to be checking up on you guys to see where you are. Okay, accountability.
Yeah.
No, you all can. I think your goals are very pretty attainable, given who you are, and I have total faith that you are going to achieve them. I am so glad that you joined me today. Thank you so much. To the audience, please connect with these amazing human beings. Follow them, get their services, their products, and just learn from them. They all have so much to share and to give, and I want all of you to benefit from each one of them. Thank you. Happy holidays. Have an amazing end of year, but look forward to next year because it's a new beginning. It's a new opportunity to do better things, to change what we would like to change, and to, of course, don't forget to get better financially. I have to say that. Okay, don't forget about managing your money better for the business and personal side. And I look forward.
Ramona,
Yes,
real quick, if the
yes.
audience hasn't bought your book and read it, I'm going to 10 out of 10 recommend it. I read it this year. I read it in one weekend. I got it and like started putting together my plan. You got a little baby. I'm already planning for college, and thinking about,
Yes.
how we're going to save things up
You
there.
need to.
So a lot of good ideas in there.
Thank you,
Love
Mike.
it.
Thank you
Yes.
for reading my book. And yes, you can get the book on Amazon. Simple Choices, Big Rewards in Money.
I got
And
mine.
send me your feedback. I love you all, and I'll be back next year with new shows. Stay tuned and subscribe or follow us. Sign up for our newsletter at fibrick.com. And I hope to see you soon sometime.
Thank you. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Thank
Happy
you.